2 Samuel chapter 23. These are the last words of David, the son of Jesse. The God of Jacob chose David and made him a great king. The mighty God of Israel loved him. When God told him to speak, David said,
"The Spirit of the Lord has told me what to say. Our mighty rock, the God of Jacob, told me, a ruler who obeys God and does right is like the sunrise on a cloudless day, or like rain that sparkles on the grass. I have ruled this way, and God will never break his promise to me. God's promise is complete and unchanging. He will always help me and give me what I hope for. But evil people are pulled up like thorn bushes. They are not dug up by hand, but with a sharp spear, and are burned on the spot."
These are the names of David's warriors. Ishbosheth, the son of Hakmon, was the leader of the 3 warriors. In one battle, he killed 800 men with his spear. The next one of the 3 warriors was Eleazar, the son of Dodo the Ahohite. One time when the Philistines were at war with Israel, he and David dared the Philistines to fight them. Every one of the Israelite soldiers turned and ran except Eleazar. He killed Philistines until his hand was cramped, and he couldn't let go of his sword. When Eleazar finished, all the Israelite troops had to do was come back and take the enemy's weapons and armor. The Lord gave Israel a great victory that day. Next was Shammah, the son of Agi the Hararite. One time the Philistines brought their army together to destroy a crop of peas growing in a field near Lehi. The rest of Israel's soldiers ran away from the Philistines, but Shammah stood in the middle of the field and killed the Philistines. The crops were saved, and the Lord gave Israel a great victory. One year at harvest time, the 3 warriors went to meet David at Adullam cave. The Philistine army had set up camp in Rephaim Valley and had taken over Bethlehem. David was in his fortress, and he was very thirsty. He said,
"I wish I had a drink from the well by the gate at Bethlehem."
The 3 warriors sneaked into the Philistine camp and got some water from the well near Bethlehem's gate. But after they brought the water back to David, he refused to drink it. Instead, he poured it out as a sacrifice and said to the Lord,
"I can't drink this water. It's like the blood of these men who risked their lives to get it for me."
The 3 warriors did these brave deeds. Joab's brother Abishai was the leader of the 30 warriors, and in one battle he killed 300 men with his spear. He was as famous as the 3 warriors, and certainly just as famous as the rest of the 30 warriors. He was the commander of the 30 warriors, but he still did not become one of the 3 warriors. Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, was a brave man from Kabzeel who did some amazing things. He killed 2 of Moab's best fighters, and on a snowy day he went down into a pit and killed a lion. Another time he killed an Egyptian as big as a giant. The Egyptian was armed with a spear, but Benaiah only had a club. Benaiah grabbed the spear from the Egyptian and killed him with it. Benaiah did these things. He never became one of the 3 warriors, but he was just as famous as they were, and certainly just as famous as the rest of the 30 warriors. David made him the leader of his bodyguard. Some of the 30 warriors were Asahel, the brother of Joab, Elhanan, the son of Dodo from Bethlehem, Shammah from Harod, Elika from Harod, Helez the Paltite, Ira the son of Ikesh from Tekoa, Abiezer from Anathoth, Mabunai the Hushathite, Zalman the Ahohite, Maharai from Netophah, Helab the son of Baanah from Netophah, Ittai the son of Ribai from Gibeah of the tribe of Benjamin, Benaiah from Pirathon, Hiddai from the streams of Mount Gaash, Abialbon from Betharabah, Asmaveth from Bahurim, Eliabah from Shaalbon, Jashan, Jonathan the son of Shammah the Hararite, Ahiam the son of Sharar the Hararite, Eliphalet, the son of Ahasbai from Maacah, Eliam, the son of Ahithophel from Gilo, Hezro from Carmel, Paarai the Arbite, Igal the son of Nathan from Zobah, Bani the Gadite, Zelek from Ammon, Naharai from Beeroth, who carried the weapons of Joab the son of Zeruiah, Ira the Ithrite, Gareb the Ithrite, Uriah the Hittite. There were 37 in all. 2 Samuel chapter 24. The Lord was angry at Israel again, and he made David think it would be a good idea to count the people in Israel and Judah. So David told Joab and the army officers,
"Go to every tribe in Israel, from the town of Dan in the north, all the way south to Beersheba, and count everyone who can serve in the army. I want to know how many there are."
Joab answered,
I hope the Lord your God will give you 100 times more soldiers than you already have. I hope you will live to see that day. But why do you want to do a thing like this?
But when David refused to change his mind, Joab and the army officers went out and started counting the people. They crossed the Jordan River and began with Aroer and the town in the middle of the river valley. From there, they went toward Gad and on as far as Jazer. They went to Gilead and to Kadesh in Syria. Then they went to Dan, Ijon, and on toward Sidon. They came to the fortress of Tyre, then went through every town of the Hivites and the Canaanites. Finally, they went to Beersheba in the southern desert of Judah. After they had gone through the whole land, they went back to Jerusalem. It had taken them 9 months and 20 days. Joab came and told David,
In Israel, there are 800,000 who can serve in the army, and in Judah there are 500,000.
After David had everyone counted, he felt guilty and told the Lord,
"What I did was stupid and terribly wrong. Lord, please forgive me."
Before David even got up the next morning, the Lord had told David's prophet Gad to take a message to David. Gad went to David and told him,
You must choose one of 3 ways for the Lord to punish you. Will there be 7 years when the land won't grow enough food for your people? Or will your enemies chase you and make you run from them for 3 months? Or will there be 3 days of horrible disease in your land? Think about it and decide, because I have to give your answer to God who sent me.
David was really frightened and said,
It's a terrible choice to make. But the Lord is kind, and I'd rather have him punish us than for anyone else to do it.
So that morning, the Lord sent an angel to spread a horrible disease everywhere in Israel, from Dan to Beersheba. And before it was over, 70,000 people had died. When the angel was about to destroy Jerusalem, the Lord felt sorry for all the suffering he had caused and told the angel,
That's enough. Don't touch them.
This happened at the threshing place that belonged to Araunah the Jebusite. David saw the angel killing everyone and told the Lord,
These people are like sheep with me as their shepherd. I have sinned terribly, but they have done nothing wrong. Please, punish me and my family instead of them.
That same day, the prophet Gad came and told David,
Go to the threshing place that belongs to Araunah, and build an altar there for the Lord.
So David went. Araunah looked and saw David and his soldiers coming up toward him. He went over to David, bowed down low, and said,
Your Majesty, why have you come to see me?
David answered,
I've come to buy your threshing place. I have to build the Lord an altar here, so this disease will stop killing the people.
Araunah said,
Take whatever you want and offer your sacrifice. Here are some oxen for the sacrifice. You can use the threshing boards and the wooden yokes for the fire. Take them. They're yours. I hope the Lord your God will be pleased with you.
But David answered,
No, I have to pay you what they're worth. I can't offer the Lord my God a sacrifice that I got for nothing."
So David bought the threshing place and the oxen for 50 pieces of silver. Then he built an altar for the Lord. He sacrificed animals and burned them on the altar. The Lord answered the prayers of the people, and no one else died from the terrible disease.